You have one more action, and then another year will have passed.
Fucking hell. I'm going to do this again.
Okay.
And the whole time, I'm thinking of my son. Does that give me a bonus?
Well, he's not your son anymore, so no.
How fucking dare you?
Sorry.
Athletics, 21.
Woo! Okay.
That did give me a bonus, bitch.
It did. So that's 9 to your squats. You're only 1 point away from getting a +1 strength when it comes to squat-related activities.
And that sleight of hand, 8 + 5, 13.
Another 1, so you're at 4 for your hand. Another year goes by where Glenn Close spends all his time doing essentially nothing other than squatting and going, and trying to worm his hand out of a manacle.
This means that also my left...
Yes, your left arm is going to be pretty strong, actually.
My left shoulder fucking rules.
Yeah, I'm going to increase your arms by 2, so your arms are at 4 now, even though it's only on one side.
God, this is what's been missing from this podcast, this number-ass bullshit.
So yeah, for a year straight, the rat that you asked what's up to, every day it comes in and tries to lick up a little bit of that blood off of the ground, and every day it notices that your legs are getting a little bit firmer and a little bit larger, and that your arm that you yank towards yourself in an attempt to weasel it out of the manacle is getting a little bit more jacked, specifically around the shoulder, just the left shoulder. It's sort of looking at you and it cocks its head. For the first 6 months, it's unsure what you're doing, and then 6 more months later, as you begin to make a little bit more progress, as your legs begin to get really jacked, like veins are now showing through your pants, like it's just they're bulging out enough that you can see them.
I'm so vascular. D&D truly is a power fantasy.
You can't really tell because you can't speak rat, but it comes out, its head moves up and down as you do your squats, almost like it's watching you in like admiration or it's cheering you on. But yeah, another year goes by.
It's hypnotized by my power.
Another birthday cake flavored smoothie is shoved into your face and sucked down by you before the guard heads back up. So keep going.
I'll do squats and a pull one more time.
All right.
5 + 4, 9 on the athletics.
That's fine. That's 1 point. That still gets you there. So your legs are now powerful enough that it's +1 strength when you do leg stuff.
Now here's the thing, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Something that you've neglected to understand. Like a game of chess, Anthony. I'm one move ahead. This is some Queen's Gambit shit right here.
Okay.
I haven't even seen that show, but what you've neglected to realize, my DM friend, is squats is the most powerful exercise known to man. I do a little hop, and now I balance myself so that my legs are on the wall.
Ooh, okay. I buy that. Sure.
And now, using the power of my squats, I push away from the wall and strain my left arm.
Ooh. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll give you a double roll for one action on your left arm. Give me the athletics roll to use your squat power, and it'll be whatever the modifier is +1 because of your legs.
That's 11 + 4 + 1, that's 16.
So you're going to get 2 rolls on the sleight of hand to try to get your arm out of that thing, and it'll only take 1 action.
Cool, that was a 2 + 5, 7, and then a 17 + 5, 22.
Oh wow, 22. Okay, you are now up to 8. You have 1 action left in this year.
I'm gonna do the same thing.
Go ahead and give me that athletics roll.
That athletics gives me a 14 + 4, 18.
Great.
3 + 5, 8. 5 + 5, 10.
Okay, so the final thing you do, you jump up, plant your legs horizontally on the wall, so you basically look like you're Superman, but with his arms chained to the wall. And as you thrust forward with your incredibly strong mammalian legs, and after a year straight of doing this, every single moment that you're not sucking down goblin blood smoothies or sleeping, every single hour of every single day of every single month of the year, you are horizontal on this wall, just using all the aggression you can. And finally, you feel your hand, and it slips through. And your thumb and your pinky are broken, but it's a small price to pay for feeling the air hit your wrist in a way that it hasn't in like 5 years or 4 years or however the hell long you've been here. It's hard to tell at this point. But your hand is free now.
So now, finally, with my hand free, I touch myself.
Again, your thumb and your pinky are broken, so I don't know how enjoyable this experience is going to be.
No. By that, I mean I cast a 4th level spell.
Okay.
Called Freedom of Movement. You touch a willing creature for the duration the target's movement is unaffected by difficult terrain, blah, blah, blah. The target can also spend 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, such as manacles
Are you fucking
or a
kidding
creature
me?
that has it grappled.
Are you fucking kidding
being underwater.
me? This is the thing that's... So Dungeons & Dragons just has a spell that's like, nah. That's the spell is like, what the fuck?
I mean, like, you could fuck with me and say that they're magical restraints.
They're not magical restraints. I would have told you. You would have been able to sense it with an Arcana check. No, they're literally just manacles. So no, you could absolutely use that on yourself.
So I am the willing creature here.
Yes.
And I touch myself.
Okay.
And now I will spend 5 feet of movement, a standard D&D action, to automatically escape from non-magical restraints, motherfucker!
Okay. What actually, you described to me. What does it feel like? What happens? Do you just ghost through them? Do all of your limbs suddenly just...
No, I think in this case, I look and I'm like, oh, there was a button I could press to open these. And I just press the button.
Great. And then all the manacles pop open and you can walk forward. And the rat who's been watching you this entire time, you hear its little rat hands just go... as it applauds you.
I hold my hand up, I'm like, you coming with me, bro?
Oh, it immediately climbs up your arm and it just sits on your extremely buff left shoulder.
All right. With my rat friend, I'm going to go run up to the door and then examine that area, that portico up top.
There's space enough for, especially with your jacked ass legs, for you to like do the thing where you push against the sides of the walls with your legs and your arms fully extended to just sort of keep yourself suspended there. You could definitely stay above the door for a more or less indeterminate period of time if you wanted to.
I'm now also going to cast a 6th level spell.
Holy shit.
This 6th level spell, which I'm so glad I prepared last year, not knowing that I would end up in prison. It's called Programmed Illusion.
Okay.
I create an illusion of an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomenon within range that activates when a specific condition occurs. The illusion is imperceptible until then, no larger than a 30-foot cube, and I decide when I cast a spell how the illusion behaves and what sounds it makes. This scripted performance can last up to 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
How this kind of works is that as the illusion, I want to kill all the lights in the room.
Okay. All the torches.
And then I want the illusion to basically be, I'm throwing my voice all the way down there.
Okay.
And then it's going to trigger when the door opens and it's going to be sounding like me from down there being like, hey, yeah, that's right. I'm talking. Your food sucks and you suck. Why don't you come down here and punish me, daddy?
Okay. Where are you going to be hiding while this...
above the door.
Above the door. Okay. So when that door opens, they hear the sound of you going, hey, your food sucks. They slam the door shut and they begin to run down the stairs saying, no talking. What outside? No talking.
I'm going to drop down quietly and then obviously I'm going to at least try the door. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, door's locked. But go ahead and roll stealth to see if you made noise by trying the door.
You know what's funny about this is you would think that I would be very loud because of just the amount of density dropping onto the ground. But with a 13 plus 7 stealth, which is one of unnatural 20.
Wow. So yeah, no, you make no noise, but no, the door does not open. They're running around downstairs trying to see what happened to you, and they grab the knob around their neck, and they begin to murmur something into it.
I'm going to cast Banishment. I'm going to attempt to send one creature that I see within range to another plane of existence.
Okay.
The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished.
Okay, so they got a 3. So you point at this person who is holding the key out of this room, and you banish them to another plane of existence.
So you're saying the whole suit of armor? Because like there's something in the suit of armor, though. I know that the suit of armor is not hurt, right? Like the creature.
So you're arguing that every single time banishment is used in Dungeons and Dragons, the person should immediately leave a pile of its clothes and all of its stuff behind?
Yes.
That's the argument you're making?
Yes, absolutely.
All right,
Yes, absolutely, because it says they send one creature you can see.
Okay, I'm Googling Dungeons and Dragons banishment. Does it take their equipment? All right, banishment and held objects or beings. Does just their body or does their equipment go as well? If it worked like that, it would specify that worn items are not transported. It is implied that worn and carried items are taken with you when you teleport anywhere. So
what? Okay, fine. All right.
So what
fine,
happens is, yes, the man who's like whispering into this knob, whatever you do to banish him, he goes, "Wah!" And then immediately folds into 5-dimensional space and then disappears along with the key out of this cell.
I look at the rat. I'm like, well, shit.